Ladies and gentlemen, now officially the Riyadh Season Card Wembley Edition main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World.
It doesn't get any better than this. You've got two Brits in there fighting for the IBF title, two probably of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division. And as we all know, when you've got two quality British fighters fighting each other for such a prestigious title, or a prestigious title, you always get a classic fight. Big punchers, it won't go the distance, somebody's going to go. And one thing's for sure, it's going to be exciting. And it's one of them where you can genuinely say, do not blink, do not blink.
Pertarungan antara pemukul keras selalu menjadi daya tarik besar dalam dunia tinju. Satu pukulan mendarat secara sempurna, maka segera diketahui apa hasilnya. Apalagi jika kedua petinju dikenal tidak memiliki sesuatu yang dinamakan dagu baja. Muncul sebuah rasa penasaran siapa yang akan beruntung mendapatkan jackpot di malam pertarungan.
If he catches him right, he's capable of knocking anybody over. But then the other side of the coin is if Daniel Dubois catches him, same thing can happen.
Meski seakan tak ada hubungan, kedua petinju memiliki sejarah yang bisa memanaskan persaingan. Rumor sparring antara keduanya bergema, menimbulkan perdebatan yang penuh tanda tanya.
And they told me that you sparred Anthony Joshua, and they said, quote, you dropped him. What happened in that sparring?
Yeah, that happened.
And Joshua, you know quite well, having sparred him before.
Yeah.
There were stories of you dropping him in sparring.
It was good sparring, you know.
Is there any truth to you actually knocking down Anthony Joshua in sparring in the past?
Yes, there is definitely truth to that.
And is the rumor true?
Somebody got clipped. Bad.
Pertarungan besar antara Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Pertarungan dua raksasa Inggris yang sedang haus dan lapar akan gelar juara dunia.
I've got to turn him into an old man in the ring. I've got to put the pressure on him and just unleash everything I've got on him.
Unleash hell?
Oh yeah.
Dengan malam pertarungan yang semakin mendekat, kedua raksasa ini menjadi semakin bersemangat.
Let's set the bar here and say I'm going to go to hell. I'm going to be ready. I'm not going down. No man's going to stop me, knock me down. No man's going to beat me that night. I'm going to 12 rounds. I'm in the final, but I'm going to be victorious. Anything less than that is a massive bonus. So let me make sure that I'm ready to go to hell and back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned, officially IBF Heavyweight Champion of the World, Dynamite
Daniel Dubois, Triple D, petinju muda menjanjikan asal Britania. Sejak memulai karir profesionalnya pada tahun 2017, Dubois telah menunjukkan talenta yang luar biasa. Dengan senjata utama berupa power pukulan yang ia bawa, ia memenangkan hampir semua pertarungannya dengan KO. 20 dari 21 kemenangan ia dapatkan melalui penghentian. Julukan dinamit rupanya sesuai dengan daya ledak yang ia bawa dalam setiap pukulannya.
People who've sparred with Dubois say he hits very, very hard.
How hard does Daniel hit?
I think he's probably one of the hardest punches. Him and Moses Atuma are the two hardest punches that I've been in the ring with, whether that's sparring or fights.
Well, I sparred Daniel Dubois many rounds, many times. One thing's for sure, he can seriously punch. Probably the hardest puncher I've been in with.
Namun modal daya ledak tersebut tidak lantas membuat karirnya berjalan mulus. Pada November 2020, ia mengalami kekalahan pertama dalam karirnya menghadapi Joe Joyce.
Joe, the Juggernaut Joyce!
Belajar dari kekalahan tersebut, Dubois kembali bangkit dengan serangkaian kemenangan impresif yang membuktikan bahwa ia adalah petarung yang tangguh dan bertekad untuk mencapai puncak. Kemenangannya melawan Trevor Bryan dan Kevin Lerena mengukuhkan dirinya sebagai juara dunia WBA versi reguler.
I'm ready, I'm confident, and I'm just ready to go now.
Kesempatan memperebutkan gelar juara dunia sesungguhnya ia peroleh saat menghadapi sang juara dunia terpadu, Alexander Usyk. Sayangnya, Dubois harus menerima kekalahan kedua sepanjang karirnya. Meski begitu, kemenangan Usyk atas Dubois patut dipertanyakan karena Dubois berhasil menjatuhkan Usyk di ronde kelima.
No, I didn't think that was a low blow. I thought that landed and I've been cheated out of victory tonight, but you know, what else can I say?
Meskipun kembali mengalami kekalahan, Dubois yang saat itu berusia 25 tahun kembali bangkit dan menunjukkan kemenangan gemilang kontra Jarrell Miller.
Yo, big baby. Every baby has a daddy, and I'm gonna beat you like I'm your daddy.
Hey!
Dan terakhir, kemenangan penghentian melawan petinju tak terkalahkan Kroasia, Filip Hrgovic, membawanya merengkuh gelar juara dunia interim IBF kelas berat.
Look, he's done brilliantly. He went and fought Hrgovic when a lot of people chose not to fight him. He was undefeated at the time and done a magnificent job. First couple of rounds were a little bit tough for him, but he overcome that and showed what he's all about.
You know, this is my era, this is my time, and I just need to keep improving and, you know, coming through these tests. I've heard the next opponent will be AJ, so bring it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the man known as AJ, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua tidak perlu perkenalan bagi petinju Inggris satu ini. Peraih medali emas Olimpiade 2012, mantan 2 kali juara dunia kelas berat, dan raksasa yang telah mengalami kejayaan serta kehinaan dalam tinju kelas berat. 3 tahun menjadi raja tak terkalahkan, Joshua mengalami kekalahan mengejutkan dari Andy Ruiz Jr. Meski demikian, ia mampu bangkit kembali.
You're on a high and boom, it goes completely in the opposite direction, but it's fine. I didn't lose any commitment, I didn't lose any heart, and I just stay focused on my goal, and you always have to stay hungry.
Melalui pertarungan ulang, Anthony Joshua kembali berhasil merebut singgasana raja kelas berat untuk kedua kalinya.
Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
Akan tetapi, setelah 2 kali kalah menghadapi Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua belum berhasil merebut kembali gelar juara dunia yang pernah ia dapatkan.
Am I proud of myself? It's really hard for me to say I'm proud of myself. I don't feel anything. I'm upset, really, like deep down in my heart. Man.
Mentalnya terguncang, akan tetapi tujuan untuk mendapatkan gelar juara undisputed kelas berat belumlah hilang. Api ambisi dalam jiwanya kembali menyala dalam terang. Kemenangan melawan Jermaine Franklin, Robert Helenius, Otto Wallin, dan Francis Ngannou berhasil mengembalikan kepercayaan diri Joshua seperti dahulu.
Anthony Joshua is the baddest man on the planet, and I'm telling you now, he beats everyone in the division. And people now listening to me, they used to listen to me and go, oh, you know it. You know it. You know AJ's the best heavyweight in the world. He is back, baby. He's got all the tools now, the defence, the footwork, the power, the spite. Ben Davison, Lee Wiley, we salute you. We have him. AJ is the goods and the future undisputed heavyweight world champion.
Lawan selanjutnya bagi Joshua telah ditetapkan. Sang juara baru yang harus ia lawan, dinamit Daniel Dubois. Siapapun lawannya, tampak tidak dipedulikan oleh Anthony Joshua.
Whoever it was going to be in there, on that seat, I would have still been ready to fight September. So yeah, it just happens to be him now.
Anthony and Daniel, listen. I know IBF title important to you. Tell it my present to you on September 21. Guys.
Alexander Usyk yang pernah mengalahkan kedua petarung ini telah melepaskan sabuk juara dunia IBF miliknya. Sang penantang wajib Daniel Dubois secara resmi diangkat sebagai juara dunia IBF kelas berat yang baru. Namun ia harus membuktikan dirinya. Pertahanan gelarnya yang pertama adalah melawan mantan juara dunia yang sedang lapar, Anthony Joshua.
That's just where I'm aiming for, to be the best, you know, to fight the best and beat the best. And you know, AJ's been the king for a long time, and you know, we all know he's been the king for a very long time, and on the night I need to become a King Slayer, and that's my goal, and that's the mission at hand. So I'm just ready to go.
Sebuah pertarungan kurang menarik jika tidak ada bumbu sejarah yang penuh ketegangan. Sejak lebih dari 7 tahun yang lalu, sparring menjadi isu panas antara keduanya.
Is there any truth to you actually knocking down Anthony Joshua in sparring in the past?
Yes, there is definitely truth to that.
He just cracked me with a good shot, but I stood on my feet. I don't know where this whole narrative of like, someone turned my lights off came from.
But it's sparring, isn't it? It's only sparring, it doesn't go on record.
Ya, sparring hanyalah sparring. Kini keduanya telah mencapai titik asam garam karir profesional. Anthony Joshua yang mencoba bangkit bersama timnya tetap mencita-citakan tahta tak terbantahkan dalam divisi kelas berat.
As a team, we have a plan, we have a vision, and we've always believed he will be undisputed champion. As it happens, the rise or the re-rise of Anthony Joshua has given us more confidence than ever, and we don't see anybody in the division beating him. Not just Daniel Dubois, anybody.
Setelah kekalahan pertamanya kontra Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua telah berkeliling dunia mencari kamp pelatihan serta pelatih yang bisa membuatnya terus berkembang. Dan semakin lama, semakin terlihat bahwa usahanya tidaklah sia-sia.
He's back, baby. He's got all the tools now, the defense, the footwork, the power, the spite. Ben Davison, Lee Wiley, we salute you. We have him. AJ is the goods and the future undisputed heavyweight world champion.
Perjalanannya masih berlanjut. Ambisi untuk kembali menjadi juara dunia, menantang juara muda Daniel Dubois.
AJ can come in as he always does with a challenger mindset, but when he beats Daniel Dubois, he would have beaten another champion to become a 3-time world champion. This is just part of the journey to undisputed, which we've never lost sight of, and we see it clearer than ever.
Di sisi lain, Daniel Dubois, meski usianya masih begitu muda, juga telah merasakan pahit manis karir profesional. Kekalahan adalah bahan pembelajaran. Dengan itu, ia menjadi Dubois versi terbaru.
It seems to be a different Daniel Dubois, is that correct?
For sure, a new man, resurrected my career, coming out of darkness and I'm coming into the light. So, I fell down and I'm rising back up.
Kebangkitan Daniel Dubois membuat yakin beberapa pengamat bahwa ia akan keluar sebagai pemenang dalam pertarungannya menghadapi Anthony Joshua. Apalagi jika melihat perbandingan dari beberapa lawan terakhir yang dihadapi oleh keduanya.
If I had to pick one person to win in this particular fight, I'm slightly leaning towards Dubois. Simply because when I've looked at AJ recently, because I've done a bit of research on him, this is how I'm talking with so much confidence, and I've looked at Dubois also, and you look at the last several fights that they've had, AJ's had the softer ride in.
Yeah.
Dubois is the more natural athleticism about him. He's more loose than AJ. He would have done his research on AJ and know how to beat AJ.
Akan tetapi, ketika melihat lebih dekat pertarungan terakhirnya melawan Filip Hrgović, banyak pendapat mengatakan bahwa Joshua akan melumatnya.
From what I saw against Hrgović, he needs to tighten up his defense. Otherwise, he can't be taking right hands like that off Anthony Joshua, because he's going to have some serious effect.
I'm hearing boom, boom, boom. So I'm thinking, right, is it like, I swear for God. So I said, what's going on there? Why am I hearing this banging, these loud booms? I said, what's going on? It's like factory settings, because it's kind of like an industrial state.
Yeah.
So I get out of the car and I'm listening, right? It's Anthony Joshua punching the bag. Yeah. Anthony Joshua is looking to hurt guys, right? And I'm not taking nothing away from Daniel Dubois. He's got a fantastic story, blah, 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 all the rest of it. Let's take the violins out. No, I'm telling you, what I heard, it was scary. So no, I can see an hellacious knockout.
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Chair across your face. Don't disrespect.
No, you can't intimidate.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who
disrespect.
Who do you think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me.
Pertarungan antar pemukul keras selalu menjadi daya tarik besar dalam dunia tinju. Satu pukulan mendarat secara sempurna maka segera diketahui apa hasilnya.
A stoppage is definitely what I'm after. A good stoppage and a statement victory, and that's what I'm all about.
Apalagi jika kedua petinju dikenal tidak memiliki sesuatu yang dinamakan dagu baja. Muncul sebuah rasa penasaran, siapa yang akan beruntung mendapatkan jackpot di malam pertarungan.
I'm just willing to fight anyone. This is my 13th world title fight. So that must mean that if I'm going to be at this level, whoever's at the level or whoever comes to that level I have to compete with. We're all here to do a job. We're all here as warriors to fight each other. So whether it's Daniel or not, it's just Daniel Dubois, and good luck to him.
Keduanya telah siap untuk berperang. Pertarungan ini tentunya tidak bisa dilewatkan, mengingat power yang mereka andalkan. Dua raksasa yang terus berjuang untuk mampu berada di level teratas kelas berat dunia.